right? If I said, imagine you don't have a car, you'd say, well, I wouldn't be better off if I didn't have a car. Yeah, that's true. But imagine you had a car you were trying to keep on the road, and it was a 20-year-old car and you were dumping tons of money into it. You would rather not dump tons of money into it. You would be a wealthier person if you did. So to call healthcare product, I think, is flawed. And so what gross domestic product healthcare division is really about is the cost of a rapidly depreciating asset, which is what we call boomers. So, and it's going to be a lot of money, and they're not producing anything. And the younger generations, which are smaller, less productive, in my opinion, less motivated, in my opinion, are either going to have to work harder, or the boomers are going to have to get less. It's going to be one of the two.
Well, the boomers keep working, which I know a lot of them probably are looking to do.
Well, and that's actually in some sense a plus, because that means you're producing something. If the boomers keep working, that is product, right? And if you think of the olden days, you eat what you kill, and as a consequence, if you stopped doing something, if you stopped being functional, you died. And if you think about, like, I think we're heading for multi-generational housing again. Part of it's because the boomers have big houses, they don't know who to sell them to, and we are told, and I'm confident it's true, that the next generations coming up don't have the money to buy them at the price we want, right? At the assessed price. Mortgage, the cost of buying a house now has doubled. So either pay half as much for the house or pay twice as much of your salary for the house. And that's not going to happen. I also don't think the younger generation wants big McMansions. I think there's a problem there. I think that they've been raised to think green and small footprint and things like that. And I collect American antique furniture. The younger generation likes chrome. They like the nouveau tech. And so there's no reason to believe that the younger generation also wants to own a 6-bedroom McMansion for a 3.8 member family. That has not been wired into their DNA, I think. And so I think we'll have multi-generational housing. And what did that do? Well, in the olden days, it turns out while the parents were in the fields and hunting and doing things that parents did in the old days, the grandparents watched the kids. They cooked the meals. They did work around the house. And it provided daycare facility, so it saved on daycare. And it provided a way to take care of the grandparents as they got older without a huge added cost. And so I think we're going to head back to that. And at first, it'll feel like a failure, right? You hear about the kids living in the basement, what a disaster that is. Someone referred to the basement as the modern day opium den. I think it was Adam Taggart. But at some point, we're going to go back to the sort of addition on the side of the house where grandma lives. And that way you don't have to spend money on a nursing home and stuff like that. And I think it will get more efficient. And so that you'll see stuff like that. We'll adjust, but one's got to hope that we can gracefully, gradually get to this without catastrophic events taking us there the hard way, right?